station and cruised on in.
We're off to Stevens Camp, 3 k's away for Christmas and New Year. We did want to stay at 14 Mile, but we figured we're going to get blown away.
Yeah, good decision with the wind will come in on. Pretty blowy. We chose this spot because of the wind. Just because Stevens Camp's protected by the wind, so we've looked at our place safe.
We're in the van at the moment, escaping some of the heat and the flies, and we thought we'd just give you a rundown on what campsite we're at and why we chose our site.
Yeah, so we're at campsite number 2, and it's located to the right of the campground. It's super private. It's got some cool sand dunes for the kids or adults even if you want to have fun.
I suggest this side's better for families with children as well. It just gets less traffic down this end, whereas to the left hand side you've got more of the beach access, so the car park down that end I suppose makes it that little bit busier.
Yeah, you can walk to the beach over the back, but it's not ideal. All kids in the background. Things to do here is fishing for the adults and the kids. Snorkeling's pretty good, and there is surf break here as well. What else is there? Day trips.
Yeah, definitely. We wanted to stay at 14 Mile, but it was just going to be too blowy for the time that we had come to visit this place, so definitely do it for a bit of a venture out. Check that out. And Coral Bay as well, that's not too far away also for a day trip. The bakery there's awesome. Just remember to take some cash.
And if you do go into Coral Bay for water, you got to pay for water there.
No free water at Coral Bay.
No, but it's still, at least it's like a 40-minute drive. It's not too bad. A few day trip spots, as Em said, 14 Mile. Sandy Point's really good. The Lagoon, also Pelican Point. And what else was there? That was kind of it.
Where'd we set up on the beach there? A few times.
Oh yeah, sorry, super close to you is Magpie Bay. It's
Maggie's,
sorry, yeah, Maggie's
Bay.
We went there when it was a little bit southwesty and a bit windy. It was a little bit more sheltered from the cliff edge.
Kangaroos there are crazy, so definitely slow down and take care as you're coming into the station. But at Maggie's you can definitely spot lots of kangaroos up on the cliffs there.
Yeah, a few snakes along that area, as you could imagine. Nothing crazy, but just keep a lookout with the kids.
was just up and over the sand dune where we spent a lot of our time sitting watching the sunsets and the kids running around. Kids had a blast on their boogie boards riding down the sand dunes, and to be honest, even the adults had a go. And today it's a bit blowy, kids are just watching a movie, and then we thought we'd head down and the kids are going to have a fish. Is that right, Simon?
Hopefully if the wind backs off a bit, it surfs up. Good movie, isn't it, boys? Funny as.
What are you watching, guys? Billy and Austin, what are you watching?
Surf Up.
Surf's Up. They love hanging out in their bunk beds.
You do.
Probably one of their favourite chill out spots, isn't it, boys? Yep. Happy up there watching Surf's Up.
Love it.
Alright, where are you going fishing, Simon?
Just out the beach off Stevens. Nothing too exciting. Boys get a few little whiting out there and haven't caught anything big.
Just making some lunch in the van, and then the plan is to, well, it was to go fishing, but it's pretty windy now.
Yeah, some wraps. Hey boys.
The kids are into making their own wraps at the moment, aren't you, boys?
Yeah, we always do it.
You do always do it now. We just cut the stuff up and they load it. Yeah, that looks alright, boys. What do you say to Dad? Gonna load it up.
See you soon, Mum.
So, Mum.
Well, see. They're good guys.
Well, this more process. It does. We think you was the best.
What are we going to do?
Well,
It's the afternoon. We're only going to go for about an hour though.
yeah.
We've already been today.
So we have a what? We never had it. Ellie and Toby did it. Hide it for me.
Okay, you're right.
Listen to me. What do you want? Don't take your guns. Come on, up and do.
And what do you think you might catch?
Well, never hit the ferry, and it's not a big or a big mackerel, or one time or whatever. I got big, then Dad helped me, and then he guided me off. lights on it.
All right, put him in. Put him in. Let him swim. We'll see you later, fella. Oh,
You put him in.
he's in. Merry Christmas!
Merry Christmas! Oh, washing the...
That's awesome. You're washing my car for me.
Christmas in the caravan. We're just having nibbles now, aren't we? Because we're full. Got fishing. Got some dessert.
Yeah, and some dinner. Got some dinner.
Yeah.
I'll get me dinner.
We're making our curry dish that's a regular on our menu, and we normally buy a big jar of curry paste like this, but we found a trick from Exmouth. We discovered you can buy a little curry jar this size, which just is 1 meal worth, as opposed to the jar being 2 meals worth and then taking up fridge space. So it does work out a little bit dearer buying it this way, but I think the fridge space kind of won at the end of the day. That was more important than the pocket, even though that's taken a hit.
We do that.
Don't normally do
fresh veggie.
frozen veggies either. We normally do fresh, but again, one of those things, if you're away from the supermarket, those luxuries are gone.
Chopped potato.
Some potato, ready to go. Chicken. Yeah, let's give it a crack. Coconut milk at this stage with the paste, and then as it thickens up we'll add the veggies and just let it simmer away and have it with some rice.
Setting a table. Mine. Then we got we're here. I'm done. Yeah. Then just look what happens, all of us. Do I just use bowls, don't make them slip? Someone's like, see how this not moving? But this one will move. See how you're moving? And And if you eat it, you see how it doesn't move anywhere. So
Kids have already started. They were that hungry.
Into the curry.
They're straight into their curry, just without the rice at this stage.
yeah,
What else,
How is it, guys?
good, very good.
The mission begins.
It does.
Awning decided to rip itself off the van.
Shit, yeah, come back from surf and went from excitement to disappointment real quick.
I don't know how you didn't feel any of that wind that we
Feels
had
nothing.
back here, but
Zero.
it was pretty much a still day. But don't know, massive gust of wind came through and flung the awning up and over the van and snapped it off the
Off the hinge.
hinge there.
The bracket, yeah.
And the hardest bit is not just it being broken, but trying to repair it here or find supplies or work out a way to secure it so you can drive up and out of the track. That's kind of our next mission. A little rip up the top there. It's all this stuff. It's the annoying bits.
The pins used to look like that. Now they're being that worn. Probably from all corrugations. Now look at that end. That's got no head. It's been worn. Crazy. Joys of corrugations. Snapped as well, which makes the awning come in and out. That was way over yonder.
Yeah, you're my helper. So what we do is I use gloves and I make all the rumbles.
And we go like that,
Get dirty hands.
and we just mix it up.
Maggie's for a bit of a day trip, set up at the beach, have a swim. Kids going to try out their snorkel set. So that wind's finally giving us a break for a bit.
That's crazy bad.
So we were literally driving to the beach, and on the way to the beach we saw some random mountain goat. Well, we think they're mountain goats. That is just crazy.
Pretty windy up here, but look at the goats.
Some random mountain goats, literally in the mountains. What the heck? That is some serious hauls. Snorkel for Dad, with Dad.
One out, Saki, and most out. And we'll be flying down.
What did you see underwater for the first time?
Was this cod? A big cod? Yeah, big. Same as mine size.
A cod the same as your size?
Yep. Cod, I get it. He was a king of it. Of power.
He was the king. Those blue ones were cute as.
They think those blue ones keeping the reef clean.
Keeping the reef clean.
If you might I'd look at the
All that kicking makes you hungry, doesn't it? Four of them, yeah.
Can I open this one?
Sure can.
Leaving Stevens after 2 weeks. We're heading up the big hill. Aired down to 18 psi just in case. It's a little bit soft in spots, but should be able to cruise on up. And making sure it's all secure and nothing goes behind.
Can't wait to see the supermarket and wash my hair.